Hello everyone, this side Diksha Ahuja. Welcome back to my channel Economic Zone by Diksha Ahuja. So in this video, I will cover part 2 of the chapter Price Elasticity of Demand. In the previous video, I covered part 1 of the chapter, and to know the entire both the parts include that is content of the chapter, let's move and let's know. So the content of the chapter was two methods to calculate price elasticity of demand, that is proportionate method and percentage method, that I have covered in part 1 of the video, right? And I have introduced you with the questions also. I did one example each with the formula, right? The next today's topic for the video is degrees of price elasticity of demand and factors affecting price elasticity of demand. So in today's video we'll cover degrees and factors affecting price elasticity of demand. So topics covered are degrees and factors. So let's start. So there are 5 degrees of price elasticity of demand. That says it is perfectly elastic demand, elastic demand also known as more than unit elastic, unitary elastic demand, that is ED is equals to 1, inelastic demand, and last is perfectly inelastic demand. You should know that elasticity lies between 0 and infinity. So let's start. The first one is perfectly elastic demand. That says the price is not changing, then also the quantity demanded changes. So as you look into the formula or percentage method, that is elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. So by looking into the formula, you can get to know that there is no change in price. So denominator is 0. So elasticity will be infinity, right? When the quantity demanded changes without change in price is known as perfectly elastic demand. There is no example that exists in reality. When price is not changing, then also demand is changing. Next is elastic demand, also known as more than unit elastic, that is elasticity greater than 1. Why so? Let us know. Just look into the formula, percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. So elastic demand says when the percentage change in quantity demanded is more than the percentage change in price. That means when the numerator is more than denominator. जब quantity का change is more than price का change, the answer will be greater than 1. Then we will have elastic demand. The example are luxury goods. When the price changes by a smaller proportion, the quantity changes by a larger proportion. Next is unitary elastic demand. Unitary means 1. So when the elastic demand will be 1, it will be 1 when the percentage change in quantity demanded, that is numerator, is equal to the percentage change in price, that is denominator. When both numerator and denominator is equal, elasticity will be 1. So when the price is falling by 10%, you can look into the picture. When price is falling by 10%, quantity is rising by 10%. Right? So answer will be 1. It is also known as demand curve will be rectangular hyperbola in this case. Next is inelastic demand, that is elasticity less than 1. Now when the answer will be less than 1, when the percentage change in price will be more and percentage change in quantity demanded will be less. So when the percentage change in quantity demanded is less than the percentage change in price, it is known as inelastic demand. You can say the example as necessity good, price जब 10% से like प्राइस जब 40% से चेंज हो रहा है, then quantity demand is only changing by 10%. So these are the example for this is necessity goods. Last type is perfectly inelastic demand. The example can be life-saving drugs. When the quantity demanded do not change with a change in price. Price is changing by 10%, 20% or whatsoever. The quantity demanded do not change in this case. The demand will be vertical line parallel to y-axis. So elasticity will be 0 because the numerator change in quantity demanded is 0. Factors affecting price elasticity of demand. So this is our next topic. There are many factors. We have come up with 6 factors: nature of the commodity, availability of substitutes, postponement of use, habits of the consumer, multiple uses, and proportion of income spent. So let's start and understand all one by one. That affects the price elasticity of demand is nature of the commodity. The nature can be necessity good or luxury good. Just think about necessity good will have inelastic demand because when the price changes, the quantity demanded do not change by that proportion. So the demand is not changing. It is not elastic, right? So for necessity good, we are having inelastic demand. On the other hand, luxury good has elastic demand. Why so? Because when the price changes by a small proportion also, the consumer directly change the demand, right? So the demand is elastic in this case. So next is availability of substitutes. So there are many goods for which substitutes have labels. Like for example, shampoos. Shampoos substitutes have labels, so it has elastic demand. When the price of Dove will increase, I will move to Pantene. On the other hand, for those whose substitutes are not available, such as sugar, right? When the price will change, the quantity demanded will not change that much. So substitutes not available, then we'll have inelastic demand. Next is postponement of use. So demand for all those goods whose demand can be postponed will have elastic demand, right? When let's say now the bricks and the cement is costly, so you can postpone your construction of house, right? So it will have elastic demand. And the goods which cannot be postponed, let's say the tap of your house is leaking, so this cannot be postponed, right? So it will have inelastic demand. Next, habits of the consumer. So goods for which consumers become habitual or addicted will have inelastic demand. And for those goods for which the consumer is not habitual, right? Let's say I do not have a habit of drinking tea daily, so I will have elastic demand, right, for that product because I am not habitual of having that, right? So next, multiple uses. So goods which have multiple uses, such as electricity, right? It is used for lighting, room heating, air conditioning, cooking. So when the price will increase, its demand will decrease, right? So elasticity of demand will be higher. It will have elastic demand. On the other hand, the good which is having only single use, let's say paper. Anyhow, when the price will rise, I need to use that because it is useful, right? So the price change hoga, the quantity demanded will not change. So it will have lesser elastic demand, you can say, or inelastic demand, right? More elastic will be those goods which have multiple uses. Last, proportion of income spent. So either the income spent can be large or very less. So when we are just spending 2 to 4 rupees, we do not think while spending. So we have inelastic demand. On the other hand, when we spend a large proportion of income on some goods such as building a house or purchasing a car, when more proportion of income is being spent, we think twice, right? When the price changes, we do not purchase that. So in that case, it has elastic demand. So that's it. The chapter is over. Price elasticity of demand, its question and formulas, and factors affecting price elasticity of demand. Thank you.